Hey, buddy. Hup. Oh, still took damage there, huh? Hey, buddy, old pal. Oh no, what are you gonna do about that big old demon? I don't know, maybe I'll blow his goddamn fucking head off with my giant explosion attacks. Ooh, life ring +1. I just found one of the +1 rings. Is that my first one? I have to get rid of some of these duplicate rings so I can keep track. Cause I'm gonna keep looking at these duplicate rings and thinking like, oh, it's another one. But it's just, I just have too many. So there's nothing special to read about this, really. It's just, it should have the same description as the other one. Yep. It just has +1 on the title, which means that it does more of the thing that the other one does. How much? I don't know, because it doesn't tell you how much the ring does in the first place. So if you want to know how much it does, welcome to the various Dark Souls 3 Wikipedia pages, where you can get the in-depth explanations of what items do. I want to say that one does 10% health, and the other one does 15% health or 20% health, but I honestly will not claim to know for sure. Hey, big ol' buddy. Huzzah! Come at thee, brah. No, for reals. Come here. Come here. Pay attention to me. Uh-oh. That might be too much attention. Okay.
No, you should have waited.
No, it's cool, bro. I got it. See? You didn't have to agonize over that one. It's cool, I got this. You can, like, have a sweet drink over there at the exact spot where you got down without moving.
That was quite a performance.
Are you tired from hopping off the roof? I mean, I guess you're really heavy, but still, it's a little silly. Have a nice nap. Have a nice nap, you beautiful son of a bitch. I love that guy. Oh, items. Must check all glowy items. Because all of them could be a special ring. Might as well clear my way through here. I mostly came there because obviously he's part of the quest line. And I want to complete his quest line every time because that'll end in a flask. And who doesn't... I mean, not a flask. That'll end in a slab. And who doesn't want a slab? Does this go somewhere? I don't remember this path. Oh, it's just a circle. Thank you. Yes, thank you for your contributions. Alright, let's go ahead and fire you down. Ah. Come on. Yeah! I can't leave you up there. You're a glowy item. Even if you are stuff I already have. A glowy item in plain sight needs to be grabbed and seized. Alright, so this is where a lot of them start being alive. Let's watch out for that. In fact, that's one of them right up there. Waiting to ambush me, I think. No? Alright, well, I'm ready with my flash sword to cause a ruckus. Right. No! It's still alive! Stop being alive! Much better. Much better. My favorite part is when they stop moving. The dangerous thing about around here the first time I played was definitely the, hello. Oh, dog! Woohoo! How did I not kill you on accident? I was swinging all over the place. Alright. The tough thing around this area is definitely the double witch room. Because those guys are already a problem one-on-one, but as a melee character, fighting two of them was rough. And I didn't just say that because I was just murdered a dog and took its essence into myself. Let's see, weapon art mode. I don't care about those guys. I feel like those guys mostly exist to just seal up the path behind me so that I can't go back. Uh-oh. Is he going into fire mode? Nope, there's a poison. There's a bloody blurb. Okay. Why am I wasting that? They're already low on health. Oh well. Well, they're rather oblivious. There we go. Obviously a quick kill when you're in this mode, but as a melee character, it's rough to fight two characters at once that have a death grapple and super widely swinging melee attacks and a fair bit of constitution. The first time you fight one of those guys, it's kind of threatening, but then you quickly adapt to how they work. But 2 of them at once, that's another encounter to learn, which is why they did it exactly once. I don't think you fight 2 of them again anywhere else in the game. So it's one of those cases of unique scenario design for a combat scenario, and that they knew that it would be an interesting thing to have to fight 2 of them at once at some point, but they weren't dumb enough to try to spam it everywhere. Because Dark Souls is consistently a fantastic game, specifically because they create unique environments and unique scenarios every few minutes of the game. It's hard to explain it to some people sometimes, of like what makes this game special compared to so many RPGs that are like it. Because a lot of people that don't pay attention are just like, yeah, you lock onto people and you swing a weapon at them. Who gives a shit? It's every game. But there's so many games out there. Oop. Pain. Was there a safer way down? I don't remember actually. Oh yeah, there was a ledge up there. I'm an idiot. Oh well. I did the favor thing, so at least I wasn't completely an idiot. But yeah, I've played so many RPGs because I'm a fan of the genre, and it's hard to explain to some people just how Dark Souls is special for the way that it constantly is not repeating itself, and it's not grinding. You only grind if you specifically go out of your way to do so in these games. Hey, it's the mirror set again. That was always there. Because look at this area. I hopped on a tower and I come out here and there's a locked gate out front, and there's the dog rooms, and there's a ravine that the dogs and the witches can fall into, and there's a crazy door that leads to a tree monster, and like every little corner of this place, even if the enemies repeat from time to time, every individual scenario is different. They never recycle the same scenario over and over again. Even though the enemies will show up more than once, because of course they will, it'd be really hard to make a game that doesn't have repeat enemies. The individual setups of who are in a group together to fight against, or what terrain they're on, and how they're organized around a room to spawn the fight, is all carefully managed. A good example of that is that in the tower where you use the cell key in Lothric. Like there is a basement that has a weird little axe wielding guy in it, and there's also a hole in the floor above his head where you could shoot a spell at him, or doing a plunging attack at him, or at least close the gap on him faster than he would be ready for. And that's a specific scenario design. That you might see the Axeman a few times throughout the game, but that specific scenario is specific to that encounter, and that's cool. Similarly, those pop guys show up a few times in this level, but this part where they're specifically set up in a scenario where they could easily throw their pots at you is different. I didn't get him still. Shit. I thought I got him already. Whoops. Or like that bastard over there who tries to jump on you by plunging all the way down there to attack you. Like, that's crazy. And I think we all are well aware at this point of how the rat enemies, the most whatever type of enemy in the game, are specifically used here in a memorable fashion. Because they introduce a few rats here just to give you the idea that they're around. Ow, dick. Ow. Whoa, hey. Oh, whoa, hey. What the hell? There's going to be server maintenance, apparently. In about half an hour. I have never seen that message before, and it's freaking me out a little bit. Is it going to stay there? Am I going to have to cut my session short because there's an annoying message in the middle of my screen? Because that's not an outcome I was expecting. But anyway, this is rather memorable, isn't it? This little trap of nightmare that scared the shit out of some people the first time they saw it. Did I kill it? I killed it. I totally hit the giant one. Oop. Still little ones. There we go. There are still little ones about. Alright, well, there's... Apparently the internet's gonna shut off in about half an hour in this game. I've never seen that message before. Interesting. Makes me feel like I'm playing an MMORPG or something, which is a weird feeling to get during Dark Souls. But anyway... Yeah, it makes these games really fun to replay, in a way that other games often aren't. A lot of my favorite RPGs aren't as fun to replay as Dark Souls games, just because the content itself, while the game can be fun, the content itself can be repetitive. Games like Mass Effect and Dragon Age are games that I think are fantastic, but when you play through the campaign, or even Witcher, which Witcher 3 I thought was an incredible game, like easily a contender for Game of the Year last year, and it's cool, but as you play through Witcher 3, there's the issue of that... Hey, here comes Hodrick. As you play through Witcher 3, there's just the issue of, like, there's only a few boss monsters and only a few enemy types, and you're just going through a giant map and fighting the same ones over and over again. So the biggest reason to replay the game is kind of just to see how the story plays out differently. But there's a whole lot of the same gameplay to play again, just to make some different decisions in a few cutscenes, you know what I mean? It's a little rough. Oh, he heal. I forgot that the invaders can heal. Oh, not from that though. That was the moment to be all like, dodge this. Let's take a quick rest real quick. I spent a big chunk of my mana meter right there, so we might as well press forward with a full one. Hey, big buddy. Yeah, Witcher 3 is great, but how many times do you want to fight a freaking cockatrice again? Was there cockatrices in that? Yeah, I think there was. I'm trying to recall the exact enemy types that were in that game. We're gonna get real familiar with the enemy types of Witcher 3 soon enough, because the second massive expansion for that game is coming out soon. Alright, so the archer guy should be on my team now, and not murdering me, as shown by the fact that arrow's not even aiming at me now. Which is nice, because those arrows are dicks, and kind of hard to dodge, honestly, sometimes. Because they cheat. Like many projectiles in Dark Souls, these guys totally cheat by launching straight at you magically, and they actually swerve to hit you. You'll notice that because you, in a lot of video game logic, you would expect to be able to dodge the projectile by just moving a lot, because how could he possibly predict where you're going to be, considering how long the projectile has to travel for? But instead, no matter how much of an erratic path you take, the projectile will totally hit you wherever you go. The only way to dodge it is to roll, which admittedly is super easy. You just hear the sound coming. There's a nice loud ramp up in the audio as it approaches you. So if you just hit dodge the last second the same way you would dodge any other attack, then your invincibility frames will protect you from the arrow just fine. Alright. Don't fuck up this jump. Don't fuck up this jump. There's no reason to do this because it's just grabbing an item I already have, but I want it, man. I'll gladly recollect them all again if I remember to, just to have a nice big total for myself. That guy's out there somewhere. He might have gotten killed actually. Hup. Hup. Not nice, not nice, not nice. Shame on you. Your general behavior. Here we go. The good news is that you don't have to worry about that guy's attacks hitting you at all. Ow! What hit me? Ow. Oh, he's hitting me through the floor. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, you don't have to worry about the arrows hitting you, thankfully. Because they can't, in this case. Once he joins your team, friendly fire is actually turned off as if he's an ally phantom, basically. So all of those attacks he's flinging around, even if they carelessly slam into you, you're protected from them. There we go. And we are clear. Surprisingly, I haven't been invaded yet, which I fully expected to happen. Alright. Is there an item stashed down there? Nope. At this point, I'm gonna go back to Firelink Shrine, which I guess I should have just homeward boned, huh? Give me a second. I need to go grab the key that I need to get to the spellcasting vendor, and then we'll be ready to take on the boss. And I may switch to offline mode because, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to offline mode because the servers are about to go down anyway. Let's go grab that key for reference. Where's the key? That's the tower key, which I'll need anyway, so let's grab that, but... oh, do I have to give you... the Mortician's Ashes? Yep, that's exactly what you need. You give them the ashes, then you get the key. Sweet. Hey, buddy, old pal. That's not the right spell to use. Uh-oh. That's not what I was going for, really. Awkward. There we go. All clear? Clear? Alright, I believe I have the key now. Yes! Let's fight our way through the grave key with spells this time around. It'll be interesting when I get to the big baddie. The curse rotten... Damn it. The tree boss. Trees nuts. I'm always having trouble with some of the boss names in this game. It'll be interesting fighting that boss just because, in our co-op series we had difficulty with that guy because of the spellcasting, really. He's not generally hard for anyone, really, but yeah, because there's no lock-on points on the boss, you can only lock onto the center of mass, it's kind of hard to fight him with spells, but, that said, I think I have more tools available to me right now than I did when I played my co-op series as a brand new character. We got a few more tricks that help us attack in different directions. Bye, tree skeleton. So these are such a freaky little explanation. Hey, creepy. These are such a cool little explanation of like how undead works and why the weird corpses were everywhere. I was kind of surprised that, in hindsight, to realize that like you kind of just see these guys for like a couple of rooms and then never again. Just because these weird, like the idea that undead are recontextualized as being tree creatures. I was actually kind of looking forward to the idea that they might be this way for the rest of the game or something. It'd be kind of cool if every undead in the entire game was a weird tree creature, as if all the undead were somehow spewing forth from the curse-rotten grove next to the Undead Settlement, or however you want to call it. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, I know what you do. So there's no witch here this time? Yeah. So it does confirm that the time that there was a witch around, it was because they fall, specifically. Let's very specifically not let you get under the weird other guy. I know he's up there. Got my heavy gem. Hey, trap. Can I lock onto you from here? That'd be kind of neat. Beware of ambush. Yeah. You can't even keep him in your line of sight when you walk up to him. That's a little freaky. Oh, here it comes. You deserve the special treatment. Hot. And hot. There we go. Admittedly, partly effective specifically because he, fell all the way down here. There we go. It's just a bunch of regular old Titanite shards. It's funny because I just remembered being a valuable cache of goods, which, I mean, it is for its time, but yeah, the upgrade items don't change as you play through the game. Hey! Cute. And to be fair, that totally makes sense. It would actually be not great news. Actually, never mind. Fall on down. I was thinking about how it might be bad news if they didn't drop Titanite anymore, because it'd be kind of a bummer to not be able to get those kinds of resources anymore, but then I realized, of course, that, like, you can buy those resources for garbage. Hey look, it's Hammer Dude up there. Having this ravine be part of the exploration around here really helps you figure out the exact way that all this entire environment fits together. Like, you can actually trace this ravine to see how you're going directly from the sewers to Hammer Dude, and then coming out next to him with the freed lady there. Hey, oh, it's a drop-off point, right? Because we're about to get ambushed by the Royal Rat Vanguard. Ow. No vanguarding. Bad. Ow. You just headbutt me. I got headbutt by a rat. Shame on you. Who do you think you are? It's funny, but this fleet of rats coming out of the holes at you and attacking you is actually a more common occurrence than the skeletons, I think, in this game. There's kind of one skeleton zone, I guess, but still, the fact that this whole zone builds up the weird tree skeletons by having them in chairs and stuff in the environment makes it a bit of a surprise when you just walk through that one couple of rooms and never see them again. Hey, blind lady, nice to meet you. That's not how touching works, by the way. Oh, that wasn't even close. You tried, though. Bye! See you back in town. Can't wait to make you a servant so that I can then murder you after giving you a purpose in life, because I'm a monster. You've rescued the pitiful thing. You're a silly man. I'm Egon. I'm too cool for you. So on and so forth. You don't understand just how disaffected I am. I'm so disaffected that I have to constantly remind you how little I care about things. We could just go ahead and warp from here, I guess. Back to our bonfire. Ta-da! Because now it's time for the big baddie. Let's see how that goes with our spells. I'll go ahead and rest real quick. Wait, I'm sure. Actually, I'm sure I get rested from teleporting here in the first place. Makes sense to teleport to the other one. I just remembered that I already went through the whole. If you can't tell, we kind of had a time jump in the middle of this episode to a different day. But I did just remember that I already went through that door. So I can just open it. I can go through the open door from this side and have a much easier path than trying to deal with all the enemies along the way. Oh, I mixed up the two sides again. I always gotta remember, you go up the stairs. I'm blown away by how often I mix those two up. Alright, gotta move a little fast. Actually, maybe not, but I'm just used to getting invaded here a lot, but that hasn't I actually haven't been invaded yet in the Undead Settlement, which is a bit of a surprise to me. I know that when you're playing here when you play this area as a low-level character, you just get invaded non-stop to the point where I just think that that's all that happens. All right, we'll see how this goes. I have a spell casting only while being attacked by multiple undead, hollows, which admittedly are rather disaffected in their approaches in many cases. They're not very aggressive, but I have to try to beat this guy. And the tough guy thing about him, if I didn't finish my thought process before, was that you can only lock onto him in the center of his mass, so you can't aim at body parts. Like, even the Nameless King lets you lock onto either the boss, the guy riding the dragon, or the dragon's head. Like, a lot of enemies have multiple lock-on points to help you aim, but this guy has specific weak points all over his body, and he has a flaily white arm that comes out of his chest, and none of those things are things you can lock onto. So, aiming spells can be iffy. I had a bit more luck at my character, because I was a pyromancer, so I was kind of lobbing explosive fireballs around. But I know Wanderer had a lot of trouble because he had to try to aim sorceries. And at that point, all you've really got is a soul arrow. Oopsie. All you really have at that point is a soul arrow, and frankly, projectiles from sorceries tend to be obnoxiously slow things to attack things with. Yeah, gotta be careful to remember that some of these characters have to take 2 hits. I make the mistake of thinking they're gonna go down in 1. Alright, the biggest concern is that he might be able to flatten me pretty quickly if I'm not careful. I'll stay on my flask for a bit. Let's pump up those attack powers if I can. What's he doing? Oh, there we go. Is he gonna come back? I don't remember. Well, that was fast. I didn't even see another hollow come up. There's one over there. Is he down? Yep, that's the one. Okay, so the sword definitely helps at this point. Ew. Yeah, we'll see if I can aim this. Oh, the answer is yes. Oh, out of mana. That's obviously a concern. Oh yeah, that's something to be worried about. Is his range can be scary. One of those boss fights is easier when he's not specifically focusing on you. Whoa! God damn it! God damn it! I forgot about how much I don't like parts of this fight. Particularly the part where the freaking camera is just not on your side. This is a fight where the camera is just actively screwing with you in the way that it does not want to help you look at the thing you need to look at. Is he gonna roll? Back. He's going back. You can't attack that? Really? Weird. What's he? Oh, he's butt stomping. He is doing his butt. How you feeling, buddy? You feeling weird? You feeling a little sappy? Yeah, I don't want to be around his hand if I can avoid it. Just because dealing with it's kind of awful. There's another stomp. That's the primary attackable spot. There's one more hiding somewhere. Ideally, I could get if I could, I'd like him to stand up and chase me, because that makes it easier to go get his hand. Ow. Son of a bitch. Where is the last weak spot? I think I can blow up one more part of his body, but I can't remember where it is. I believe I'm... Oh, right, it's his crotch gets covered in eggs again, doesn't it? Oh, there it goes. Where is it? There he is. I did not mean... Ow! Shit. Oh, shit. Quickly, quickly heal. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. So I meant to wail on his arm with the sword, and I accidentally stayed in spear mode, which is not helpful in that situation. Yeah, I think his crotch is still vulnerable at this point. Oh, shit. I'm gonna go over here now. If you could, like, politely fall over, that'd be swell. Oh! He hit me. I'm never getting to his hand from here. It's all the way over there, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, we'll give it a shot. There we go. Did I win? I think I staggered him. Woohoo! He didn't like that. He didn't like when I did that. Fuck your hand. Ow. Stop it. Oh, shit. I got greedy, I guess. I thought I won already. God damn it. Is that my first death? That's my first death, isn't it? I think that's my first death of the entire playthrough. It didn't even register for me at first, but I think that's the case. Yeah, he's obviously I have better tools right now than we did in the co-op series when we got to this part. But man, fighting him with spells is kind of annoying. He's probably not specifically annoying for spellcasters. I think it just comes down to everybody. Oh, shit. It's just kind of a constant barrage of weird hitboxes and a guy trying to fight a boss that doesn't fit on the camera and stuff like that. He's one of those bosses that I think is consistently more interesting than fun to fight. It's like, oh, look at this guy, he's fucking crazy. As opposed to, oh yeah, I can't wait to fight that fight. So fun every time. Yep, here we go. Here he comes. Oh, he's gonna fall. That's good. It's good unless he falls on me. Quickly. Alright, I almost did good there. Oh shit! That's how you die early in this. That's how you die early in this fight. Is getting hit like that. Let's avoid that. I'm missing a weak spot, aren't I? Still. One of his back spots, I think, is still. Is it just the crotch? I think it might just be the crotch. He's shedding eggs right now. Oh, there it is. There we go. Ah! Shit. Forgot I could recover that fast. For some reason, I thought I was in the clear. Ah! Son of a bitch. Dude does not want you to cast. Alright, that's not good. Uh-oh. 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 Ah, fuck. Let's just accept the heal real quick. Come on. Turn around. I can't believe I died on the last particle of his health last time, too. Oh, man. Come here. Got him. Whew. Yeah, he's one of those boss fights where, he's interesting. Like, I'm happy he's in the game because he's just freaking crazy and weird. But yeah, it mostly comes down to you're trapped in a chamber with a pretty huge enemy with really huge reach, and you just got to be kind of careful. It's one of those things where, like, I'm sure I could get the patterns down if he was hard enough for me to have to practice him. But I usually get him in 1 or 2 attempts, so that keeps him in this weird limbo territory where I'm never really learning his patterns properly of how to dodge the hand. So the hand just kind of annoys me because it has massive reach, and it often attacks you from off camera and does a lot of damage, but isn't the biggest threat to keep away from. So I still win in a few attempts and then proceed to not really internalize the patterns very well. Should I go for... I can keep going for FP, or I can go for intelligence to try to increase damage. I think I'm going to keep going for FP for a little while just to increase my cap. Get that FP meter driven up. That'll be good for me.